Hi, I'm Holly Wakastora, a certified Iyengar yoga teacher in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and today we're practicing warrior poses as part of our anti-aging yoga practice. So we're going to start with Virabhadrasana I, and that is a standing pose where both the feet are on the floor. And then we're going to take it a step further and remove one foot from the floor and turn Virabhadrasana I into Virabhadrasana III. Let's get started. So, as with all of the standing poses, the base of this pose, the foundation for this pose is Tadasana, mountain pose. And I want you to see how from the side in Tadasana, I roll my shoulders back, and that starts the process of bringing the weight of my body from the front of my feet towards my toes, back towards my heels. Do you see that? Okay, now watch as I extend my arms down from my shoulders and I press my heels down into the floor to lift my chest up in the opposite direction. So if you look from the side, you'll see that my ears and my shoulders, my hips, my knees, and my ankles, once I'm in Tadasana, they're all in one plane of space, right? This vertical plane of space. But at the same time, I'm spreading the top of my chest from the center to the sides and spreading the back of my thighs from the inside out. So I jump my arms and legs wide apart, and then watch as I turn my upper arms. So I'm rolling my triceps forward and my biceps backward, and I keep extending both sides of my chest evenly towards my hands. And I keep the back of my thighs spreading out as I roll the front of my thighs in and extend my arms up. Okay, now watch, I'm not just taking my arms up towards the ceiling. See how I use my arms to extend the sides of my torso up towards my hands. Okay, now this pose requires us to turn towards the front leg. So there's other standing poses like Trikonasana, Udita Trikonasana, and Virabhadrasana II that are lateral standing poses where we turn away, the torso and the pelvis away from the front leg. But in Virabhadrasana I, we turn towards the front leg. So the back foot heel has to turn out a little bit more. And I continue to turn the back of that thigh out and roll the front of that thigh in. So this is the beginning of Virabhadrasana I. And then watch as I move my inner back knee towards the wall behind me and bend my front knee, move my inner front knee towards the wall in front of me. So those two inner knees moving away from each other at the same time. And see how I keep stretching up through my arms to keep the sides of my trunk extended and lifted. Now I press down on both heels, the front heel and the back heel, and lift my arms up to come up. We'll repeat on the other side. Again, roll the triceps forward and use the arms to elongate the sides of your trunk as you come into Urdhva Hastasana. And now, as I turn towards my left leg, watch what I do with this right heel. I pick it up and I turn the right heel from the inside out. I turn the right calf, knee, thigh, in the back, from the inside out, and turn the front leg out as well. Okay, now remember in Tadasana how we rolled the shoulders back and brought this part of the trunk, the ears, the shoulders, and the hips, they were all in one line, right? So you have to see that you're lifting the front of your pelvis up, moving the sides of the waist back, and releasing the buttocks down so that you're in that alignment. And that's going to help keep your lower back feeling good in the pose and keep it healthy. Now watch as I move my inner right knee back towards the wall behind me and bend my inner right knee forward towards the wall in front of me, while I keep my hips drawn in towards the median line and extend up through my arms. And here I want to see, am I still rolling those triceps in towards each other and using the arms to elongate the sides of the body? And then I press both heels down and stretch up through my arms to come back up. So now we're going to stand on one leg. So let's do a preparation for Virabhadrasana III. It's a simple preparation, and it's done from half Uttanasana. And again, I can take the bricks onto this flat side, onto the medium side, or onto the high side, depending on how tall I am and how much mobility I have. Okay, so from Tadasana, Virabhadrasana, watch as I keep my hips, knees, and ankles in one line, and I extend out through the sides of my trunk and my arms. And then watch, as I bring my hands down, I keep the sides of my body extending forward. I have to press the top of the thighs back and the heels down, so that and take the collarbones forward. Okay, now without bending my left knee, see how I lean into my left hand a little bit more because I'm going to take my left foot off the floor, and I reach through that left inner back heel. Again, just like I did in the standing pose before, Virabhadrasana I, I'm turning that left heel from the inside out and moving the inner knee up towards the ceiling, like it moved back in Virabhadrasana I. And then the other side. So because I'm taking my right foot off the floor, I'm going to shift a little bit more of the weight into my right hand so that my right foot gets light. As I extend that leg back behind me, I lift the inner knee up towards the ceiling and the inner heel further back towards the wall behind me, while moving the top of the left thigh back and the sternum and the collarbones forward. See how I'm keeping my shoulders moving back towards the lifted leg heel. And then to come back up, I'm going to draw those hips in towards each other and take my arms back up and come to Virabhadrasana and then Tadasana. Okay, now you can either repeat that or let's do from Virabhadrasana I. So this is a pose that I do often in my practice because I find that the complex actions, right, of stretching the arms forward and the back leg backward while balancing on one leg with more of the weight of the body in the front of the pose than the back, helps me become more focused. First of all, I have to pay much more attention to what I'm doing, and so that I don't fall over. And also, it strengthens my hips, so but I don't currently have any issues with my hips. So if I did, I wouldn't practice this pose unsupported. I would do the supported version of the pose with the hands on the bricks, okay? And depending on what the hip issue is, I might not practice it at all. I Virabhadrasana I. But let's have some fun. So remember, Virabhadrasana III is a continuation of Virabhadrasana I. Now those arms extending the sides of the trunk up are going to be very important now. As I bend my knee, I have to press that inner back heel and outer back heel down into the floor. Okay, now from here, watch as I lift the inner back heel up and I extend through it. As I take the sides of the trunk forward, I pull my hips back towards the wall behind me and look out over my thumbs. You know, from here I'm going to start by just bringing the weight onto my right foot, and then I start to straighten my right leg, and I'm reaching down from my right hip to my right heel as I take my left inner heel backward and both arms and the sides of my trunk forward. And then I bend my knee and come back to Virabhadrasana I, and I thank Virabhadrasana I for all that it's had to teach and offer me. Let's go to the other side. So do you see how I'm turning that back leg thigh out across the back and rolling the front of the thigh in? And do you see how I keep the abdomen drawn back and I'm squeezing my hips in towards each other? That's going to help stabilize me as I reach through my inner back heel and I just gently lift that foot off the floor. Now, before I straighten my leg, I connect my outer left hip to my outer left heel and press the inner edge of that front foot, left foot down into the floor to straighten the leg. And then a moment of gratitude in Virabhadrasana I. And a lifetime of gratitude for Tadasana and all that yoga has to offer. Namaste.